Hey guys, this is Chi from ZettaBlock. I'm the co-founder and CEO and also alumni from Berkeley. And today the topic is about the data infrastructure for the Web3. AI obviously now is a very hot topic of the intersection. And why do I want to bring about data infrastructure? So everybody know that AI can be very powerful and useful, and obviously multimodal now is contributing to different things and creativities. But what's the secret sauce here is actually the data and infrastructure. If you look at now, Google right now basically probably handling 3 to 10 zettabyte data every day for us. And think about what type of infrastructure you have to build to support them. And what happened in Web3 actually when AI comes in, that data infrastructure is actually more important due to two main reasons. One is if you look at how the blockchain data growth right now at the moment is, I remember 1.5 years ago when I was giving a talk also at Berkeley, there was probably less than 1 petabyte data overall in the industry, but now it's like 10 times more at least than before. And for us, our data size also grow like 20 times at least. And another thing that is very important, that is very different than in Web2 is now you can see that your data is actually can be targeted by other people because everybody now can see your power users' transactions and activities on chain. And that is how Blur is pretty much like really capture the majority of the market share from OpenSea last year. So then what is the four like main data challenges to block the AI adoption in Web3? If you think about like that's all honestly very common sense. If you think about what happening in Web2, that is happening exactly in Web3 as well. The data fraction, the data quality issue, and obviously the data infrastructure overhead and scalability issue. So if we take a look at what happened in Web3, actually now the data infrastructure, data fragmentation problem is actually more severe than in Web2 because now there's not only like Web2 data, but there's Web3 data you have to handle as well from multiple blockchains, and obviously the blockchain data itself looks a little bit different than in Web2, and you have to do a lot of like additional stuff to make it human readable and make it AI basically like trainable. Then if you look at when you handle the data quality, again, there's a lot of like a process you have to do to make the data really like a trustworthy, because without like a good data, the AI project, the AI model itself is not going to be trustworthy. Garbage in, garbage out is obviously every machine learning people or AI people know in the space. So that's why in order to really like make AI usable in the Web3 world, you can think of like a data infrastructure itself is probably one of the most important pillar underlying to really make AI shine in the space. So if you think about like infrastructure platform that can really make a Web3 data usable and make Web3 data really being able to be, again, used in the AI storm. That is basically what ZettaBlock is building, like a Databricks of Web3, but again, in the platform itself, it's already have access and to all the real-time, low latency blockchain data. So that is ZettaBlock, and obviously we have been working with a lot of industry leaders in the space, including some of the people just giving the talks before. And thank you so much for today's